Welcome to WeekNGeek, your new comic preview for September 28th. I'm Mike Ortiz.
And I'm the Chris Brown.
So what do you got?
I'm going to lead off with my lone new 52 this week.
I stole all the 52 this week.
You did all the 52s. I'm like, really? What the hell happened? So I'm actually pretty excited about this All-Star Western. It was always one of those, like, honestly, this new 52 is working exactly the way they were hoping for me, because the bid is that they want to get new jumping on points for people. And one of the reasons I never read the Jonah Hex book is because the whole idea was, well, I didn't start at the beginning. I know it's good, but I got to start. And then I was like, no, they're one-shots. You can just pick up an issue and read it. Yeah, I could.
Yeah.
But this is a perfect jumping on point, I think. This is like Gotham in the past, like an Old West Gotham. I think that'll be fun. And it's pretty much the same creative team that was doing it before, right? If
you loved it before, you'll love it now. If you never tried it, this is a great chance to try it out.
Yeah.
Which, like you said, is I think what the big plan was.
Exactly. Next up, here we go. Here's my Hickman for the week. FF. Love this book. Can't say enough good things. You know, you got the Future Foundation trying to stop the Reeds, and Doom's in there, and I just think this book is so much fun. I really enjoy all the banter with Valeria and Franklin, and this book is so much fun to me. I wish this was like Spider-Man and came out every 2 weeks. Well, I guess we're going to get that pretty soon.
This book
FF and Fantastic Four run
this book is so good they had to split it into two.
I've always said that Hickman is such a high concept guy, and he sees everything so big that I think it's going to work. You know, doing 2 books out of the whole thing. That way he just gets to do what he needs to do and get it out there. Next up, we've got Amazing Spider-Man 670, Part 4 of Spider Island.
I love Spider Island.
It's good. It's fun. It feels like classic fun Spider-Man. I mentioned this last time. I love the fact that Peter can run around without a mask.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't matter, because everyone has spider powers. That's pretty cool dynamic. I really like how I'm having a good time with it. I think it's fun. And Slott's definitely hit his stride with this on the Spider-Man book. Then we've got Spider Island, Deadly Hands of Kung Fu. I am a sucker for Shang-Chi. I like a lot of these 70s characters, and I like the idea of Shang-Chi having some spider powers for this particular adventure, and you got Madam Web's in there, and so pretty fun stuff. I like
If it's got Spider-Man and Kung Fu in it, it's got your name all over it.
Of course. It's like, you got your Spider-Man and my Kung Fu.
All it needs is apes. And
I think you got your Kung Fu apes and my Spider-Man. Then Venom #7, Spider Island tie-in. Looks like a cover with him fighting Anti-Venom. Trying to keep Eddie Brock relevant. This could be kind of an interesting story. To be honest, I missed the first part of the Spider Island tie-in. I just haven't gotten to it yet. I've fallen a little behind. We've had a lot going on, preparing for Detroit Fan Fair and all of that, which was this past weekend.
And not to mention 13 DC books every week.
Which I'm trying to keep up with all those, and there's a lot of reading. A lot of reading lately. My stack is bigger than usual.
Yeah.
And Captain America and Bucky. I love Brubaker's run on this Cap book.
Yeah.
They're telling World War II stories. Chris Samney is doing the art.
Oh, fantastic.
Just
fantastic stuff.
Way fun stuff. I mean, this is perfect for this book. Those colors aren't too bad neither. Looking really good. Just a sharp, fun book to read. A nice break from all the stuff they were doing before. It's more fun superhero stuff than the intense Captain America, Bucky.
I'm
Bucky Cap.
Really glad to see a good World War II period book. I hope that when DC does launch their Justice Society book, that I know it's set on Earth too. I hope it's set during World War II. I want to see more characters.
That would be awesome.
More stories with those characters in a World War II setting.
And they can do whatever they want in that World War II because
totally different continuity.
Then American Vampire, issue #19. The Beast in the Cave is the title of this, prominently on there.
Fantastic cover.
It really is very cool. I mean, this if you were not going to buy this book, this might jump right off the shelf at you. And I think this should be part 1 of the new story. Is that correct?
Yeah, I think this is jumping.
We're starting brand new. This should be a jumping on point. Is this going back to?
This goes back in time again.
Okay, to what is the name of our lead vampire?
Skinner Sweet.
Skinner Sweet. Is this when he's a kid? I guess.
Looks like it.
So it should be kind of fun. I love this book. Scott Snyder is just killing it for me.
Mm-hmm.
That Batman last week was so damn good.
That was.
Just that is my second favorite.
He's not too
far.
out of the park with Batman and Swamp Thing. So if you like those,
and yeah, American Vampire has been great, and this is a good jumping on point. And this will introduce you to Skinner Sweet as a kid. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that should be interesting. Kick-Ass 2 issue 4. This book feels like an annual. It rarely comes out. I'm admittedly, again, I'm an issue behind, or maybe I'm like 2/3 of an issue behind because I was kind of reading it in Clint.
Or for all you know, you're caught up because it's been so long.
Yeah, this is true because I've been reading Clint and I don't know where I'm at, and but I do like this book. I kind of like where it's going with more superheroes. Mm-hmm. I am just really hoping I'm going to try and be an optimist, but I just hope it doesn't work the way the previous series did, where Mark Millar hits a point where he just starts to stumble for me. Mm-hmm. And I don't feel like he finishes well.
Yeah,
he starts big, but he just doesn't finish well. And let's hope we get a nice, good issue here before we maybe stumble in one of the next ones, or not stumble at all. Maybe he's finally worked his way. He knows what he wanted to do with those characters, and I'm trying to be optimistic.
Yeah, I know.
I generally don't like Mark Millar, so yeah, probably not. But I'm trying to be optimistic and not be
keep hope alive.
A spoil sport. Then Fear Itself, Hulk versus Dracula. I haven't read the first one, but I'm probably gonna get to a point where I'm just gonna have to read all three of them at the same time.
Yeah.
But I like Gischler's Dracula stories.
Mm-hmm.
I don't necessarily like the Dracula as a superhero and not cheesy looking guy in a suit and a tie.
Yeah.
I kind of like the old school Tomb of Dracula, but they make him look like Cable with fangs. I guess that's okay because I think the stories are good. I like his ideas regardless of whether or not I think the depiction of Dracula is the one I want.
Right.
I'm not as picky with the Dracula as I am with the apes.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have to be my Dracula. It can be Cable Dracula. That's fine. I'm comfortable with that. And I'm looking forward to him fighting, I don't know, Avatar Monster Hulk.
Yeah.
Looks like something out of a God of War video game. That's all right.
Well, it's from a God of Fear game, I guess.
Oh, hey. There you go.
God of something.
If you're not stealing from somebody, you're not doing it right, I guess.
Exactly.
Journey into Mystery, Fear Itself tie-in. This has been good. It's been really, really good. I like what they're doing with Loki. The last issue was, I think, a .1, mm-hmm. and it took place in between two panels of an issue, previous issue, I believe. I was like, wow, that's clever. Flesh that out. What's Loki doing over there in that corner? And just fun stuff. Young Loki is a good time to read. Kieran Gillen is writing some great stuff.
Yeah. He's one of Marvel's next generation of writers, I think. He's going to be a big thing.
I think he is too. I think he's finding his niche and he's doing some cool things. And I said this before, I wasn't sure how I felt about his Thor run, but he was setting this up.
Right.
In retrospect, I love it. Now I get it. I didn't get it at the time. I was like, this is a stretch from what we were just doing. But it was a lead into his journey into mystery book.
And he also had to kill time between the end of JMS and the start of Matt Fraction. So
right.
He couldn't do anything except set up other stuff.
Which was fine. And I ultimately end up looking back at that and saying, that's a good story. I like how that worked its way into what he's doing now. Then we've got New Avengers 16.1. More .1s. I thought we were over these, but we got more coming. And New Avengers is fun. Wait a minute. I flipped it over and it wasn't Talking Heads.
This is Neil Adams.
Is it Neil Adams in this one?
Yeah,
oh,
Neil
yeah,
Adams
sure is. Oh, this looks good. It's not Talking Heads. Looks like a fun story, a punch 'em out story. We got Norman Osborn in there. So they must be going into the prison to deal with him. And cool. I like New Avengers. I like Neil Adams. I like it when they're not talking. I like it when superheroes are punching stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's fun. Secret Avengers, Warren Ellis. Did he just start on the book, or did he do the previous one? Didn't Spencer do the previous one?
Yeah. Yeah, he's taken over as the new writer at least for a while, I think.
Oh, Warren Ellis is?
Yeah.
Okay. So I thought we were getting Spencer on that book. He was just killing time?
I think he was killing time for
okay, so this should be good. Let's, Warren Ellis does some fun superheroes sometimes, and see what he does with Secret Avengers. I like this book. Kind of interesting that is this supposed to take place before Steve puts on the costume? Because he's still wearing the Commander Rogers, or Captain Rogers, whatever they call him, costume, as opposed to his Cap costume. At some point, they got to get him in the Cap costume.
Yeah.
He's not, is he changing costumes like Spider-Man all the time? Oh, a different job. Got to put my day job suit on.
Red Skull, got to grab the shield and the stars and the stripes and all that.
So that's my stack. It's the bulk of my stack. What do you got?
Well, I'm starting off with something kind of weird. I've got Frank Miller's Holy Terror graphic novel. This is a funky size.
It is.
It's wide. It's double wide. This is actually the size of Frank Miller's 300 graphic novel.
Yeah.
When they collected it.
When they collected it in the hardcover, was
this
wide.
is this originally began life as a Batman story. It was originally Batman versus Al Qaeda. Then, well, Frank and DC, they don't quite have the same vision of things these days. So Frank just basically took the story back, made his own hero. What's he called? The Fixer. He's gonna fix things, but it's basically a crazy ass superhero taking on Al Qaeda. It looks like some kind of wild Frank Miller artwork here.
Frank Miller. Kind of has a Sin City look to it.
Yeah, it's Frank may be crazy. I don't know. He did Sin City and 300.
He may be crazy,
Batman.
but he just may be a lunatic you're looking for.
So I've pretty much.
Don't turn out the lights though, because it's all black and white. You won't be able to see.
You know, we have to pay for those lyrics if anybody catches it.
No, I've been mixing it up. There were no actual lyrics.
But you know, I've pretty much given everything Frank Miller's ever done a shot. Some of it's better than others, but all of it's worth at least a look. Even if it's crazy, it's going to be brilliant crazy. So that's the first one.
Versus Al Qaeda, Frank Miller has lost his damn mind.
Maybe, but it's fun to watch.
Fair enough. Kind of like Dave Sim, I guess.
Yeah.
Until it got uncomfortable.
Yeah. Yeah, he's still kind of he's a crankier crazy, maybe like an Alan Moore crazy. He's not worshiping, snake puppets yet, but he's sending superheroes against terrorists. Next up, Ultimate Spider-Man #2. This is continuing the story of Miles Morales, the new Spider-Man. The first issue was pretty solid. Bendis is definitely mirroring the slow pace of the beginning of the original Ultimate Spider-Man.
Okay.
He didn't have the costume the whole first issue. Looks like he doesn't have the costume in this issue either. It's a slow burn. It's very modern storytelling, but so far I'm intrigued by this new Spider-Man, so I'm willing to check it out.
It's a neat idea.
Yeah. Next up is my Hickman book. It's the relaunch of the Ultimates, Ultimates #2. The first issue was a great setup.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on in this book because Hickman first issues usually don't give you a whole lot other than introducing you to the playing pieces, and they haven't even gotten to their positions
and it's
yet.
usually fun, but it's like I don't really know what I'm into just yet.
It's well written, and it's got some just gorgeous artwork in here. But I really like the Ultimates. I'm glad to see Hickman in charge of this. After Mark Miller left, you may not like Miller, but I liked his Ultimates a lot more than Jeff Loeb's. So hopefully this book is back on track for the first issue. I think it is. So give it a shot. Next up is the Mighty Thor. This looks like
great cover.
Another great cover. It's got the Destroyer, more Thor and Galactus and Odin.
That's been fun too.
And I've really enjoyed this.
Is that Koipo again?
Yep.
Awesome.
Big, great cosmic Thor story. Good stuff. Next up is my first New 52. It's Justice League Dark. Been looking forward to this one a lot.
That's the one I'm most looking forward to this week.
This one has got Peter Milligan, Mikhail Janin, who I've not heard of, but basically these are the Vertigo characters to some extent. I mean, it's Constantine, Shay the Changing Man,
Madame
Xanadu. I know Zatanna's kind of bounced back and forth a little bit, but yeah, these are this is basically the Magic Justice League.
Who's the chick?
Enchantress, I think her name is.
Okay.
So this is the Justice League that takes care of the freaky stuff. So I'm definitely looking forward to that.
Yeah, that one's gonna be fun.
Next up in my New 52 is I, Vampire. I know nothing about this book.
Nope.
I've read I think one thing by Joshua Hill Fialkov, and I don't even remember what it was, but at least I remembered the name, so I don't remember hating it. But
nice.
this is one where it's just I don't know what this book is, but it's
right.
a horror book. So far, the other horror books that DC has done in the New 52 have been pretty solid. So if this is half as good as Swamp Thing or Animal Man, it's going to be a great book. The artwork looks very good, looks very Jay Lee. So yeah, knowing nothing about it other than it's new, and hopefully these vampires are not sparkly. They don't look sparkly on the cover. I'll give it a shot. The next of my New 52s is a Green Lantern book. Big Green Lantern fan. This one I think is the one I've been looking forward to the most out of the Green Lantern relaunches.
Okay.
Only because it's the one that seems to be a bigger change from what came before. This features Kyle Rayner along with a representative of each of the other Rainbow Corps.
I think that's going to be fun too.
So that's what this is going to be a little different. This isn't just a Green Lantern book. This is a Green Lantern and everybody else. The Red Lantern's got their own book, but you got a Blue Lantern, a Yellow Lantern, you know, whatever other color.
There's Red Lantern in there too.
There's a Red Lantern too.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is representatives of all the different corps doing something. I don't know what. I don't know what the story's going to be. It's Tony Bedard and Tyler Kirkham who were doing Green Lantern Corps.
Okay.
And then the Green Lantern Emerald Warriors team went back to Green Lantern Corps. But so far, I've been digging the Green Lantern relaunch, and this one I'm excited for. Next up is The Flash. I was actually originally not going to get this book.
Oh, and then I put it on my list, and you stole it from me?
Yeah, that was why. Jeff Johns is not writing this anymore. Francis Manapul, who was the artist on the book, has taken over the writing duties. So because I wasn't familiar with the writer, I was gonna pass on it, let it kind of see what people said. But then as it got closer and some of the artwork started coming out, I really did find Flashpoint pretty satisfying in the end. So I figured, what the hell, we'll give it a shot. You know, this one's iffy just because I don't know who the writer is, but I do know who the artist is, and he's fantastic.
Yes.
Next up is an Icon book. It's Mark Bagley and Brian Michael Bendis doing Brilliant. This is Bagley's first creator-owned book, and I guess the fourth creator-owned book from Bendis at Icon. Takio, Powers, Scarlet, and this. I don't know much about this. I know there have been a lot of previews out there. It's got superhero-ish overtones.
It sounds interesting.
But, you know, I've tried most of Bendis' other stuff, and I love Mark Bagley. So I'll give their creator-owned work a shot. Next up is Aquaman. If it were not for Jeff Johns, and actually if it was just Jeff Johns, I still would have passed on this book. But it's Jeff Johns and Ivan Reis. He's just a fantastic artist. These guys, to me, made Green Lantern what it is. I think he was a better artist than Pacheco, a better artist than Van Sciver. I think Ivan Reis is one of, if not the best, traditional superhero artist now working. Just flipping through this is absolutely amazing, and they have managed to make make Aquaman look and seem pretty cool. So we'll see how long that goes. We'll see if I get tired of it after a while. But this doesn't seem like my daddy's Aquaman, which is good because my daddy's Aquaman was a silly man in an orange shirt that talked to fish. So hopefully this one's a little bit better. Next up, Annihilators Earthfall, continuing Marvel Cosmic. The Annihilators, which were the big guns, Silver Surfer, Gladiator, Beta Ray Thor, Quasar, among others. They make their way to Earth, finally, after all these years of Marvel Cosmic being out in space. Now they're finally making their way to Earth. It looks like we've got some more Rocket Raccoon and Groot in here, too. So
everyone loves Rocket Raccoon.
I love me some Rocket Raccoon and Groot. So if you've been following the cosmic stuff from Annihilation like I have, this is a great continuation of it. So that's my stack.
All right, at the top of my stack here, I've got I didn't even originally have it on my list, but once I saw the cover today, thought I kind of want to read that. IDW had done a couple of miniseries for Ghostbusters, and now they're doing an ongoing series. It is the creative team I don't know at all, but it looks kind of fun. The characters do not seem to be drawn like the old cartoon. They are drawn as a cartoonish version of the movie. We've got John Belushi in here, a little cameo as a ghost, which looks fun. I'm looking forward to this first issue, and I'm curious what they're going to do with it. Ghostbusters is getting a comeback, and I'm willing to welcome them back. Indeed. Number one of Ghostbusters.
All right. Well, my pick of the week is Superman.
And as promised,
he's not wearing the red shorts, but I am. I will carry on the tradition for today alone. I'm not doing this every week, people. I'm not crazy.
Every week Superman's on, you should.
No, I'm not doing that either.
He's got like the work boots and the jeans.
Time.
You need the little blanky cape, and you almost have
maybe next time
red shorts.
I'll get a T-shirt and a cape next time. We'll do Superman right. But anyway, yes, the Blue Pants Superman is here. Written by George Perez, layouts by George Perez, art by Jesus Marino, who's a fantastic artist. He was the inker on Carlos Pacheco for many years. And if you're one of those people who looks at Pacheco's work at Marvel and goes, geez, why does this look so different? This is why. It's because Jesus Marino was actually contributing a lot to that artwork. If you look at this, it really does look a lot like Pacheco's old stuff. He's a fantastic artist. Does not get the credit he deserves.
Maybe now he will.
This is the Superman book that's set in the present.
Yes.
I loved Action Comics. That so far still is my favorite of the New 52 books.
Really?
Yeah.
More so than that Batman?
More so than Batman.
Wow.
I'm a Superman guy.
I like Superman more than Batman too, but that Batman book was awesome. I mean, Animal Man is actually my favorite so far, but Batman was a close second.
Action was my favorite just because that was kind of the shot in the arm Superman needs.
Okay.
So we've seen Superman in Action Comics, a glimpse of him in Justice League. I'm curious to see what the character of this Superman is now. How different will he be? How similar will he be? We will find out when we read this issue. But yeah, the Man of Steel is back, and I've got his old pants. So that's pretty much my stack.
Now I would like to throw a little shout out. We've got issue number 3 of Bob Howard of the Plumber Unknown is going to be hitting the stands tomorrow, at least here at Comics and More. We've got some copies here signed and numbered by Raf Nieves and Dan Dougherty. Great dudes both. Come on in and pick that book up. Love Bob Howard, Plumber the Unknown. Fun book.
I'm in that book. You in that book?
Oh, I am in that book.
We're in that book.
We are both in it. Mike is a sludge monster.
Yeah, I'm a Swamp Thing sort of thing.
I am a Mohawk Frankenstein. And Chad from Zod Complex is a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Ooh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's the, where's that at? That's Chad is the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Nice.
Yeah, so pick up your Bob Howard, Plumber the Unknown.
Definitely. There's other new 52s this week. Some of the highlights are The Dark Knight.
Yes.
Yeah, the last of the Batman books by David Finch. And the somewhat controversial new Teen Titans. Because a lot of people, this is one of the ones that's getting changed a lot.
Yes. This is them meeting for the first time, right? And even though Red Robin is Red Robin.
We don't know yet, do we? I guess we have to read the book and find out how any of the other Titans continuity fits, or if it does. But yeah, those and all the rest of the last wave of New 52s all come out today. So check them out.
And that is your Week in Geek.
And your Week in Red Pants.
Thanks for tuning in to Week in Geek. I'm Curtis Weep, the writer behind Green Wake and Trepids. And a little exclusive for you guys. Green Wake number 6 comes out October 6th. We have the trade that's coming out on September 21st. If you haven't got onto this series so far, collects all the first 5 issues, tells the first part of the story. Number 6, things get weirder and creepier. There's some stuff in there that even I was shocked when Riley sent me the final pages for. So we are going to show the actual process of coming to Green Wake. Before you even get in that boat, we are going to tell you what happens when you get in that boat. There's also some new characters that we're going to introduce, and there's a new power in Green Wake that is starting to collect people together for some unknown purpose. So lots of really great things coming your way. Stay tuned.